Episode 3. It's another beautiful day in Borgio Marina. This time, I guess I'll actually get to see the entire town. It's taken me a while. At a snail's pace, we're getting accustomed to the streets. But to pick things up a bit, pick up pace, I think we'll get a guided tour rather than knock on every door as I have been doing. We'll save that for after the tour. But first, I guess this guy had some kind of cutscene introducing him. Seems like a major player. Perhaps the town's only police officer? I doubt there's only one, but he seems like the police officer. The Furious Marshal.
Gotcha.
Hey, what's your name? Are we gonna move these bags? Oh, what's your name? Referring to the guy. Huh. Does the passage of time actually matter in this game? That was just random, right? Good morning, officer. I must get through the... Ye gods, I can't do it all. You wear my patience thin, you know. Excuse me? Officer, did you hear me? Hey, if I haven't heard you, it's because I've got a load of problems of my own to sort out, you know. Who are you, anyhow? What do you want? Pleasure to meet you. My name is Diana. The pleasure is all yours. I'm Tanu. Busy as hell with these 4 slackers here. If you could get out of the way, it would be a great help. Tanu, Marshal of the Borgio Marina, Carabinieri. I'm not sure what that means. I guess probably the police, right? Or a faction of the police, a subset. He doesn't go a day without threatening to beat someone up. The police. Excuse me, but I'd like to get through. There's no need to behave like this. Who are you talking about? You, of course. You might try being a bit more polite. You don't say, but nobody asked you. You and your politeness can take a walk. Nothing has happened for years around here, and on the day of the perfect storm I find myself with 2 absolutely unsolvable deaths. All I need is a pipsqueak to tell me what to do. 2 deaths, huh? I only have one question for you, and all those of your kind. Can you tell me just what the... How do I pronounce this? Interrobank? There's kind of an interrobank in there, an exclamation mark and a question mark. Maybe just a what the expletive you want? It kind of lacks any character if I just say, what the expletive? Well, maybe this is the only time it appears. I doubt it. I won't worry about it. Can you just tell me what the expletive you want? Well, this risks throwing another expletive out there that I don't know how to pronounce. But yeah, Diana, I command you, get angry. Can you tell me what the heck you're after? Oh, thank you, Diana, for using a very easily pronounced one. That doesn't need to be censored. That's why we're partners. I just got here. It was a crazy arrival, with thieves and crashing my Vispa and everything. I even helped out Orlando, and did a favor for you, officer. And this is the thanks I get? Oh, I get that work is stressing you out. My mother's a cop too, but you're going overboard. Well, I didn't tell you to buzz off. Perhaps you haven't noticed, but I'm busy working, doing my job, and you're just standing there, twiddling your thumbs. And you have the nerve to tell me you're doing me a favor? I bet it was just yesterday. Your mom was still wiping the snot from your nose. A day later and you're standing here, acting like the queen of the world. Keep moving, little girl. Prince Charming is waiting for you on the other side. And the rest of you gotta move on, or I'll uncork you like a bottle of juice. See you later, girlie. I gotta work. Santa Madre, how rude. Oh, we didn't go making any friends. I doubt the other option would have gone much better, but... Maybe I was a bit blunt with my answer, but he deserved it, darn it. Like he knows anything about what I'm going through. Hell, no point in letting it ruin my day. Better move on. But he said there were 2 deaths. Doesn't add up. Santa Madre. I'm going to solve both of them myself. Just for the satisfaction of being able to rub it in his face. Might it be the same thief? Passage of time. Or not? Did those beeps, or not beeps, those bells, only play because I was in the middle of that cutscene? Maybe that first one was timed at the beginning of the conversation, and the rest were timed with the latter? It wouldn't really make sense that time passes before the day is done. There might actually be passage of time mechanics in the game once I actually get acquainted with the town. This is, after all, a life simulator game, and most of those do have time mechanics. Actually, I'm not even sure if I was supposed to go this way. Where's the map? There it is. I guess I'm being directed down this way. And it does lead to the beach. And also over this way. But I could have gone this way, down the Via Roma. No, I couldn't have. Is this guy also another unnamed guy that doesn't actually have a house here in Borgo Marina? Yeah, it's just workmen. The road will remain closed until the works are finished. Unfortunately, last night's storm did some serious damage. Well, I was going to knock on all the doors after the tour, but it seems like they're funneling me quite a bit down a specific road. So I think if it's just a one-way road, I'm actually going to go back and knock on some of the doors that I skipped by. This is just how I play video games. Unnecessary dialogue. But it's all necessary to me. I think we knocked on this one. We'll do a loop here. No one's answering. Alright, one down.
Yoo-hoo!
Ah, that rain. The storm turned off all the lights above the buoys. My grandchild says it's the stuff of legends. A mere triviality, I say. Some call them wisps. But they are the spirits of those no longer with us. Poor lost souls. How will they find their way to sea? We must light the lights when the emergency is over. A lot of colorful characters, I can tell. I guess Borgo Marina is the kind of place where you can leave your bike out and not be worried it gets stolen. I say that, but there were 2 deaths last night. Oh my, I'm not used to walking around half-dressed all day. Excuse me? But if I find half-dressed to be the style of choice for a night such as last night... Oh, not if. Whatever. A look carried off, as always, in my customary, elegant style. Another thing I can't pick up because I guess I don't have a bag.
Hey!
No one's answering. Maybe the comp's house? We know a few people are out and about outside of their homes, so... likely their houses.
C'è qualcuno?
Better stay indoors as long as the streets are all cordoned off with emergency barriers. Especially with Marcialo Gattoni on the prowl. Mayor Malagamba went into action right away to contain the damage with emergency measures. Is this 2 separate houses or... Oh no, the bell's just ringing. And we can hear someone's TV. How very rustic. Could even be a radio. To be honest, I don't find a stormy night romantic at all. Well said, just one line. Stormy nights are romantic though. I mean, they're the kind of nights that you stay indoors all night. Like most people do all night, but... What I meant was you don't go out for anything else, just Company, private company, that's all. Another riddle here. I don't actually have any cards for this, I don't think, but we can at least learn what the riddle was. The first one is, the one over in the other plaza was some kind of movie we needed. It gets named after its horned friend. I can't think of anything. I guess that indicates we don't have the card. We're kind of meant to, I think, pick from a selection of cards what the right answer is, but there are 833 cards, so they probably don't let you access that until you either have enough cards to choose from, or you just need the one card that's correct, and you'll automatically solve it or something. I don't know. Hi. Oh, he's dead. There's a murder mystery afoot. No, wait. He's a mole, I guess. Probably shouldn't be out in the sunlight. I don't know if that affects his eyes badly. Oh, hello. I'm sorry to have to inform you that the church isn't open due to some light renovation works going on. Services should resume as regularly scheduled from tomorrow. That's because of the storm, right? Exactly. Unfortunately, the excessive humidity is bad for my bones, as it is for any ancient old ruin. I like these character portraits, but I'm thankful for this bright sunny day that has been bestowed upon us. I guess it doesn't affect his eyes. That's fine. Friendly fire. It showed his name, didn't it?
Ciao.
Like once before I talked to him. I think it was hovering above the talk button or next to it. I missed his name. And I don't think I got a character card for him, so it'll remain a mystery. Doesn't seem to be anyone here. Does anybody live in there? No. It's just a clock tower. I was just confused that you could knock on it, but... Alright.
Yoo-hoo!
There's nothing as romantic as a stormy night. See? Exactly, like I said. Makes me want to look for treasure at the end of the rainbow. The rainbow of my heart. Oh, where's my notebook when I need it? I've got to jot this down. Another writer, perhaps? Diana probably doesn't write romance, though. Or maybe she does. I don't know. What does that say? Closed due to flooding. Come back tomorrow. What is this store, anyway? The pharmacy. Well, I guess this is as close to a hospital that you might get. I don't think there's a hospital here. They probably have at least a doctor or something like that in addition to this pharmacy, so maybe they have what they need for a small town. I was just previously wondering about those kinds of things. The essentialities that are needed anywhere a person lives in modern times. And the logistics of a small town providing that kind of thing. It's all about perspective. I didn't actually try it, but hopefully I can get a decent thumbnail from something like this. There might have been a freeze frame right before it faded to black right there. If I don't have anything else to use as a thumbnail for this episode, I'll experiment with that. But I'm sure as the episode numbers rack up, I'll end up using one of those rest spots as some kind of thumbnail or something. This house overlooks a nice piazza. Right, it's up on the D-pad. We have Piazza 21, Giuno, Piazza dei Frutti, which we didn't visit yet, up these stairs that are blocked off. The Piazza Santa Margherita, which we're currently in. And I guess that's all the piazzas. I thought everything that would be like, oh no wait, there's one more. Piazza Miramare, even I know that one, the site of the ocean, or something like that. See the ocean. Whatever. I thought all of these white open areas would be considered piazzas, but I guess they're not all technically piazzas. Or maybe a belvedere is a type of piazza. It doesn't matter. Via, so that's like an alley or a street. I only know of the term via in terms of like waterways and electronics.
Hey!
Since this morning I found particular comfort in Saint Euphemia's fresco. I know the martyr will do her best to protect us, attempt to calm the furious souls of those poor lost fisherfolk. It's lucky I live right in front of the church. Otherwise it would be impossible to see. There are so many emergency barriers closing off roads all over the village. The fresco? Which fresco? That's like art, right? I'm not exactly sure what kind of art a fresco is, though. Is it something you can see from your balcony or your window? Because I don't see it. Who lives here? This is kind of this little alley leading into the house. It's kind of not nice, isn't it? I mean, in some senses it's not nice, but in other ways it's cozy. Some people, myself included, sometimes like enclosed spaces like this, even if it's maybe cramped a bit. Anyway.
Hola!
I've never seen Marciello Gattoni in such a foul mood, and that's saying something. He's been running around the village all morning, after what happened last night. The camera kind of rubber bands a bit. It like zooms in and then bounces back. If it were just a little bit smoother, I think I'd like it, but just a minor complaint. Okay, that was normal, but I guess it rubber bands when the camera starts in a weird position and tries to position itself for a conversation. So that just means I have to do my part to position the camera nicely before initiating anything. Avoid any whiplash. The waters from the storm lash the dozy roses in their gardens. So be the will of God. If it be God's will that I bear witness to this spectacle, I will hear his call and answer. The roads of the village are blocked off. I'll just have to sit here and wait. I guess the more pious people live near the church. Where does this guy live? Probably one of the houses I knocked on that wasn't answered. Unless he actually lives in the church. I don't think people do that. Probably. And the bell seems to keep on ringing. I was wondering if this game might have real time, like passage of time. But my guess is A, the passage of time is accelerated, like most games, unlike Animal Crossing, but I guess just to pull another game that I'm playing out of my head. Like Final Fantasy, where time is accelerated compared to real time. That's why I've heard so many bell rings in the past few minutes. And B, that we're currently in an instance of some kind, where the passage of time is being recorded by the bell tolls, but the time of day isn't actually changing because we're in a story event thing, I'd guess. But there might not actually be any passage of time mechanics in the game. So I'm just kind of talking out of my ass here. Who needs these home? Why do I have the option to go in to someone's house who I don't know instead of just knocking onto it? You don't just walk into someone's house without asking. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Knock on it. I guess she's not going to. Why do you know Cornelia? No one's answering. Oh, that's nice. I guess some kids live here. The perfect storm. Roads blocked off. Emergency barriers. Wow. It's a zombie apocalypse.
C'è qualcuno?
Everyone's moaning about that storm. To me, it was but a drizzle. fountain.
Hola!
Someone crashed in the little square on the outskirts of Borgia Marina. A flood left lots of dirt and debris all over the village. And it looks like some scoundrel stole something from Mama Lucia's restaurant. Is that the second theft? At last, a bit of action in this town. Really taking in the sights. Even the alleyways are beautiful. Or I guess these aren't exactly alleyways. Oh, is this the fresco? That looks like a saint, all right.
Hey!
No one's answering. Another riddle. In Italian, which fish's name is also a verb? There's no way I'm solving that one. I'm gonna need your help, Diana. What does this say? Hearing voices. Squee. Wow. Who did all of this art? There should be an actual character here in town that did all this graffiti, right? It's probably not just some decoration for the town, I imagine. There's probably lore behind it. And this too. Giant bee. Actually, it's all kind of gathered in this area, isn't it? The graffiti. Maybe the person that did it lives nearby. Criminals tend to commit crimes close to where they live, or at least their first crimes. So I hear. A storm inspired me. Last night, El Cielo looked like an end-of-the-world light show, put on by a pro lighting technician. It inspired me to draw un nuevo tattoo design. Tattoos. Can you get a tattoo, Diana? No one's answering. Don't know how to prevent that. Rubber banding. This seems like a good enough position for the camera, but then... No, wait. That time was fine. I guess when I do it like this... No? Maybe it's... my standing position that matters? No, that was fine too. If I can just get it reliably smooth every time, as in, know the technique to make it smooth every time, that would prevent some whiplash on the recording. Like that. Not a big issue. I'll probably just stop calling attention to it later on. Oh well. Oh my, what a beatdown we got from that storm. It was like getting in the ring with a prize fighter. A bit like that time I sorted out those two hooligans at the bar. The look on their faces. They'd never seen anyone run quite so fast as me. This is going to be the entire episode, talking to people behind doors. Just only seeing little snippets of their silhouettes. I can confirm there is a wall. The QA testers did their job. And there's the beach. It's as beautiful as it appeared in all of the previews. We are going over here to Paun, so we'll avoid that until we knock on some doors around here. First of all, though, run on the sand, Diana. Lido del Fumetista. It's so bright, the sun reflected off the sand. I need a swimsuit if I'm going for a swim. I can change in the cabins. And I can see quite clearly the boundary of where we're allowed to go in the swimsuit. But that's all you really need, I guess. Just wade a little bit in the water. Marble track. Oh. A track for playing marbles. I'd like to have a game, but I need someone to play with. I'm sure I'll find the right person as I explore Bojan Marina. Requirement, must like being on the beach. Hey kid, you got some marbles?
Hey!
Hello youngster, so, is that a flying jacket? This? Yes it is. So you're a pilot? Wow. What brand of adhesive tape should be used to fix the undercarriage to the fuselage? Fuselage? Where can I buy some ailerons? Ailerons. And if the cockpit is made of cardboard, will it withstand the rain if I cover it in tin foil? I wouldn't know. My grandmother was the pilot. The jacket was hers. Ah. So you're the granddaughter of a pilot? Wow. Easily impress this happy child. It would be better to put on a swimsuit before lying down. Don't want to get your grandmother's jacket dusty. Or sandy. Where does this go? Only one way to find out. The ancient catacombs, maybe? No, wait, it just goes out the other side? Huh, I see. Yeah, I can't actually tell the height with some of these, but I guess we went down here and there was a wall here. But the way to get to Chia was down this road over here. And this should just be a little dead end of some kind. Like a cul-de-sac, or not. Wrong again. It goes out over here, to the Piazza Miramare. Piazzale Miramare. Piazzale, I see. Is a piazzale different from a piazza? Obviously. That's why it has a different name. I didn't realize there were two beaches we're allowed to swim on. Although we might not be able to swim on this one. We might get a line from Diana, if we're allowed to swim, to change into a swimsuit. Skipping stones. These stones look like they were made to be skipped. Oh, I thought I might need someone else to play with, but yeah. You can play skipping stones on your own. Let's do it. I'm wasting time at this point. No, I've always been wasting time. On vacation, even a stone is a game. Make the stone skip as many times as you can before it sinks. Hold down A to adjust the power, then let go at the right time to throw the stone. Use left stick to adjust the angle of the stone so the flat part hits the water. Okay. I guess we want red? No, we want green, because it's the smaller part. I thought red would be more power. When you're alone, you can improve your technique and try to beat your own record. If somebody is with you, then everything changes. Try to skip it the highest number of times before your stone splashes into the water. Okay. Oh. It's getting quite a bunch of skips, even though my angling was all bad. Let's see if we can hit that. Oh no, wait, we can't change the direction. Kind of wanted to hit that boat. Oh well. Micro adjustments. Oh no. I should have let it flip. Stay on target. Stay on target. Damn, should have let it flip again. Oof. Is this even possible in real life, getting this many skips? Well, I got 27. Good enough for me. How do I... That's the back button, so... yeah. Different on... defeat? How did I lose to myself? Let's actually get that guided tour. It actually opened up quite a bit more than I thought it would have. I thought we were really getting funneled into the tour, but... if you're going to give me this much freedom, I'm gonna go for the tour now. Now the line of demarcation is right here, where I knocked on all the doors. So all the doors I still have to knock onto are around here. Those stairs are inaccessible. Nothing further to the left, I don't think. We have to get the doors along the road over here. Oops, this is wrong. This road, which seems to be the road over to Chia, is blocked off. Although, no, this is the road to Chia that I was just by. So yeah, it does actually look like it's still kind of one way. So I guess I just need to knock on all the doors along this route. Is that... what is that? A rhino? And this. Dedicato a chi ed compassione. Is that a narwhal? Little nooks and crannies. This game would probably be pretty nice in VR. I mean, the setting, obviously, but... would this game work in VR? I wonder. Hey, a bird. Sometimes the nice thing about VR is just being in a nice looking place. A place that you can just walk around in. That's why VR chat exists. But a lot of those worlds tend to be, well, sometimes they feel kind of small. This scope of world would be just large enough to feel like you could actually live in it. Anyway. No one's answering. After the rain has finished falling, chrysanthemums become pale. Oh, that was a haiku? I didn't realize. Haiku poetry helps me see last night's storm from another perspective. In a different light. What a disaster. All the water in the house. The cellar flooded. I think I'll ask Gianna and Bettina, if they have time to help me tidy up. Bettina's a character I met in another game recently.
C'è qualcuno?
No one's answering. A lemon. With everything that happened last night, all we needed was a theft. It appears someone sneaked into the restaurant in the Piazzale Miramare. Knowing the owner, I wouldn't want to be in these shoes. And let's talk to Workman C, or maybe this is Workman D. I'm sorry, Signorina, but the road will remain closed until further notice. You never know. After last night's storm, safety first. The workmen are probably unnamed because they disappear after the barriers disappear after this opening segment, I guess. No one's answering.
Yoo-hoo!
Oh, look here. The clothes are still damp. Darn, I left the clothes hanging outside in the storm. Well, let's hope the fabric hasn't worn.
Hey!
What terrible weather there was yesterday. I hope there wasn't too much damage. Especially for the sailors. Will Dante be okay? People actually live in places like this in real life. Probably. It's probably not always as beautiful, but... just interesting to think, I guess. Wait. If this episode ends up being just knocking on doors, I'm going to need a thumbnail. And this might be... best place for a thumbnail? No. I thought the camera would face out to the beach, but... oh well. Well, if I think about it, the universe is so big, and we're so small. That's it. Maybe different thoughts on each bench? I won't check it out quite yet. Is this... no. Paun's was the next one over. The photo and photo, that's right. Oh hey. Oh my god. Speaking of nooks and crannies. Okay, this is where our graffiti artist lives. Oh, could this be a nice view? Yeah. This is going to be the thumbnail. If I don't get anything good from actual story events with Paun. If I even get that far. His door is just a few doors down, but at the snail's pace I'm going, it'll take me the rest of the episode to get there. Look at this art though. Even neon signs. Dragoo? Is that what that says? No, it says Dragoo. The R is fallen. I don't know what a Dragoot is. Is that a dragon? Oh, it's an arcade. I thought someone lived here. Wait. It does have the number on the side, like most of the houses. So maybe it is someone's house turned into an arcade, or both, or something. Oh great, here we go. And I can't call these all Interrobang because they don't all include Interrobang. I guess I'll just go for the lame expletive. That storm was totally over the top. We should have played in the square and made even more of a racket. Expletive, yeah. We really should have done that. These guys seem cool, but the way that I'm pronouncing their expletives really isn't. With all the water-resistant gel in my mohawk, it wouldn't have been a flop. My haircut, that is. Oh, another riddle. It's a disappointment for the bees. Can't think of anything. Me neither, Diana. Is this an ample place to skateboard? Maybe you just use it for getting around like biking this skateboard, but I don't know. Obviously, if this were a Tony Hawk game, there would be a lot to grind on. The sand is a no-go, but mainly just grinding, I guess. Obviously no half-pipes. And I guess you can kick-flip down the stairs a bit. No one's answering. Di tutto un po'. Articoli da mare e molto altro. No idea what any of those are, except mare. And maybe articoli. What's written here? Closed due to flooding, come back tomorrow. But you're selling swimsuits. Surely everyone can just put on swimsuits and sell everything while the entire place is flooded? Probably not. Did I knock on these? I don't think so. A beachfront house, what a dream. Maybe Paun's house? Here on the coast, we're used to rough seas. But last night, the waves were like mountains. It was terrifying. Lucia is beside herself with rage. I can understand her being angry, but such a rage in front of the children. Tut. Perhaps some brave soul could put an aquamarine pendant around her neck. to calm her down a bit. That might work. Oh, listen to me. I'm starting to believe the crazy things Bonnie says. Ah, what one will do for their children. And finally, after this door,
Hola.
ooh, the storm is going to be front page news. That storm ate up half the beach, like a corrupt politician with some public money. Listen to me, even at a time like this, I'm still thinking about work. And finally, after wasting so much time last episode and this episode, we're going to talk to Paun. There's still some more doors. Over here. And over here. And I think we go up this way. Maybe. Maybe not. There might be some more doors over here. But that'll be later. It's Paun time. Photo and photo. It took me 40 minutes to get here this episode. Hopefully the tour that Paun gives is done in 20.
Hey.
Oh, that wall. For a moment, it is a work in progress. I guess we're going to fill it out. Interested in a camera? I was just looking around, but I must say, it's really beautiful. It has a certain charm. This looks like the kind of camera that you would see in a bunch of old movies or something. Or not old movies. Movies that go for a retro style or are set in the 70s or something. I'm sure I've seen this exact camera in a movie somewhere. I definitely understand the charm. Cameras can capture a moment and make it last forever. That's why I got into photography. He's also a fan of chemistry and cooking. I remember. I like your take on it. Thank you. If you're interested, this model costs 1 million lire. I think for now I'm just looking. I don't see any currency meter on the screen, yet anyway. If this is a life simulator, I imagine we'll get a job at some point. That's just life. Mainly just photo frames and the like. Alright, let's get that tour.
Oh.
Diana, you came by. How are you liking Borgia Marina? No complaints from me. I'm taking it easy, knocking on every door I walk by without a care in the world. Well, that's what you do on holiday, right? Well, it's what I make Diana do on holiday. I doubt most people knock on every door they see. Yeah, I think so. Are you still figuring out whether you're on holiday or not? It was a spontaneous decision, but I do know I want to relax and enjoy someplace new. Great plan. If you do decide you're on a business trip, let me know. I could do with some help in the store. There we go. Our first job, potentially. Got it. For now, I just want to get my bearings around town. In that case, can I offer you a guided tour of Borgia Marina and its many attractions? You're a tour guide as well as a photographer.
Hell.
My contract just says sociable person, but I'm a versatile kind of guy. That's very kind, but don't you have to look after the shop? It can go on a couple hours without me. Besides, you're the first tourist to come to Borgia Marina in ages.
Hey.
Someone's got to welcome our guests, right? It's a deal. When you're ready, let me know, and we'll go for a walk. Well, we'll follow him, not follow me. Sure, let's go. Paun, tour guide, at your service. Some of Borgia Marina's inhabitants offer help during your adventures. Explore the village with them when you're looking for some fun. Making new friends is important. Hang out and do activities with your friends to deepen your relationship and experience unforgettable moments together. I see you, Paun. I see you standing in front of the marble game. Is he... Oh no, wait, he's following me. I thought this was your tour. Okay. Tell me everything. Split up. Oh. You know, since we're walking around, we could take the opportunity to do something together.
Ah.
For example, we could play marbles, or skipping stones, or get a coffee, whatever you like. They all sound like great ideas. Where's the coffee? Oh wait, the restaurant, they mentioned that. At the Piazzale. The only Piazzale in town. 3 piazzas, 1 Piazzale. First of all,
Yoo-hoo.
no dialogue change now that Paun is around. Thank goodness I don't have to check every door again with Paun. I say thank goodness, but I would have delighted to do that. Get Paun's dialogue on every single door. What happens if I sit on a bench while Paun is following me? Oh, he sits with me. That's nice. And we can chat. So, Diana, what do you want to talk about? Quite a few options. Well, only 3. Let's talk about the photo and photo. How long have you had the photo store? Photo and photo? For years now. It was originally my father's store, and he gave it to me when I finished my studies. Oh, where did you study photography? Well, I've never actually taken any official courses. I taught myself. My mother wanted me to study a more serious profession, so I chose chemistry. Technically, I'm a qualified chemist, but I've always had a passion for photography. You did well to follow your dream. I hope I have the chance to do the same. Oh, an update on photo and photo. More lore. Well, no wait. I thought that was the leave option. Right. Conversation here is nice and all, but if I'm going to use the thumbnail over here, I want to get Paun in it. As expected. So, Diana, what do you want to talk about? Let's talk about Orlando. Signor de Montoni is a real leader here in Borgia Marina. Do you know him well? Well enough. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Like Shu and I used to play in their garden when we were young. And Bise, his wife, used to play hide and seek with us. Sometimes Orlando would even relax in the garden too. And he used to tell us about his travels around the world. Carefree days of the past. So he lived here his whole life. I mean, I could have guessed from some of his other dialogue, but yeah, seems like it. You're telling me. And the Signorina. Signorina? Signorina? Whatever. Beatrice. Oh, Beatrice is Biche. Wait. Did you know Biche and Susanna, Gemma's mom, were best friends? Okay, I don't know Gemma. I don't know Gemma's mom, Susanna. But I assume Biche is Beatrice, a nickname for her. Something that you would give an older woman if you knew her since you were young, like Paun did. Or Biche is short for Beatrice or something. Paun, how do you think I would know that?
Huh?
It was a test to evaluate your gossiping ability. Test failed, sorry. Anyway, yeah. They were always together. And when Susanna was gone, Biche became like a second mother for Gemma. I just can't imagine a calm woman like Beatrice in the midst of the chaos of the Conigli home. Wait, I don't even know the Coniglis yet. I think? Did I meet anyone? No. Could just be some dialogue that I clicked on a little too early. Oh well.
Oh.
Biche could stand up to a rhino. Don't underestimate her. If I do this when there are no options, nothing. I can't think of anything in particular.
Hey.
Don't worry about it. Exploring Borgia Marina, you'll get lots of ideas for next time. Oh. Oh, the Lido del Fumatista. I didn't actually read all that. It was kind of white on almost white background. Is this where we get that coffee? Hey, welcoming barista. Oh, ciao, Paun. How are you doing? So that's Gemma. Oh, a new face. Hello to you too. Music's kinda loud. Did I already tried changing the settings. Maybe I need to check again. Yeah, she just got into town. Good morning. I'm Diana. How wonderful. Lovely to meet you. I'm Gemma. Numin and Mia's mother, married to Mediu. When she's not behind the counter at the kiosk, she still has plenty to do. Holds a degree in natural science, naturally. What can I get you? Let's get that coffee. 2 coffees, please. Oh no, I don't have enough money. Hey, this round is on me. Thanks, Paun. Coffee coming up. So, Diana, what do you want to talk about? Well, only one option. Gemma. Gossip in her face. Technically are old friends. You could say I almost grew up at Gemma's house. I spent half my childhood there. And she's a bit like a second sister to me. A second sister? You have a first sister? Really? So you've got another sister? No, but if I did, it certainly wouldn't be Gemma's. Oh. Here are your coffees. Thank you. Paun has like Shua. Good, I'd say. He's mostly been catching fish and training with Chia. If you like, you can invite him to come with you next time you're over for dinner. He'd be very welcome. Unfortunately, he's... how to put this? Very busy in the evenings. But I'll ask him. Thank you. He'll be glad when I tell him about the invite, I'm sure of it. Thanks. That's very sweet. Another coffee? Why not? Here are your coffees. Oh, this might just be an option to... Oh no, I thought this was continuing the conversation if we hadn't talked about the other conversation topics yet, but it's actually something new. Could I interest you in another cup, but of our own special blend? This week we have a coffee with chocolate and strawberry notes. Chocolate and strawberry? With coffee? A blend created by our very own Paun in his free time. Trust me, Diana, it's delicious. Come on, I'll make you a cup. I don't think she wants any. Go on, just have a taste. Here's a little cup, try it. Alright, well, let's give it a try. That is a little cup. It's tiny. Oh. You don't like it? It's delicious. Hey, our Paun's full of surprises. A real keeper. Gemma, you're embarrassing me. Okay, it was that kind of heart. On his character card, the red heart. I was wondering. Another coffee? Well, as long as I'm getting new dialogue. We'll drink until you're dry. Here are your coffees. Thank you. I really needed a cup of coffee. Paun, that's already your 3rd cup today. Yeah, I realized. You do know you won't feel well if you overdo it, right? Oh, sorry, Paun. I didn't know drinking too much coffee would make you unwell. What? Nah, I'm fine. I've barely had any recently. Gemma, you worry too much. Maybe. Another coffee? How much coffee can we possibly drink before they run out? Here are your coffees. Thank you. Can I have a glass of water too? Coming right up. By the way, Diana, I hope I don't embarrass you by saying this, but you seem like a lovely girl. Here we go. We just met, but it's a small town. You gotta cast the net, right? That's so nice, thank you. Gemma. Your boyfriend is a very lucky man, Diana. Here we go. Actually, I'm single at the moment. Oh, really? Oh no. Like Paun. Wow. Really? Paun single? You don't say, Gemma. That glass of water? I got it. Back to us, Diana. There are plenty of fish in the sea. So they say. And Borgia Marina is full of fish. If you ask me, you should make the most of your time here. Take a look around, even if you're only here a short while. Perhaps this will be a lucky summer for you. And for you too, Paun. Perhaps for the both of you. Diana, I've got to show you that beautiful thing by the sea. What thing? Oh, of course. The thing on the beach. The beach and its thing. The thing we have to see specifically on the beach. Let's go. Another coffee? I thought we were leaving. You're offering me another coffee. I can't possibly refuse. Here are your coffees. Thank you. That's a great cup of coffee. Is everything alright, Paun? Yeah, I'm fine. Oh, good heavens. Paun, you look awful. How many cups of coffee have you had today? 5. So you were keeping track. Oh, crab cakes. You race right home. I'm sorry, Diana. I think I'm going to stop home for a bit. See you later. I feel bad for bringing him here to drink all that coffee. Ah, what a guy. He never wants to abandon a friend. He's such a sweetie pie, don't you think, Diana? Sweetie pie seems pretty much the perfect word to describe him. Poor Paun. I hope he gets better soon. My best friend in elementary school suffered from irritable bowel. Every morning a tragedy. Take this, darling, Paun's phone number, in case you want to check on how he's doing. Thanks. See you soon, Gemma. Real slick, Gemma. Well, damn. I fucked up. I wanted to play marbles with Paun, but I ended up giving him too much coffee. I don't know how to do this thing. I'm new at this. The pleasant memory of a first encounter that went, well. Paun is a truly cheerful boy. I'm so happy to have met him. Coffee tastes better in good company. That's a fact. You say it went well. I say I failed. I never got to play marbles. Gemma's pretty slick though, giving me the phone number. I don't have a phone. Right. I left it at home. And I don't have any coins for the machine. Can we possibly... get more of that tour, Paun?
Hey!
Hey, Diana. How's it going? Follow me. And off we go. He just needed to stop home for the bathroom, thank goodness. The tour is not over. The tour isn't over until we play marbles and skip stones. For now, though, he probably has to cool off after all of that coffee. Kind of wish I could hide the UI, but it's fine. A beachside bench on a sunny afternoon with new friends. Now's the perfect time to take a break.